In a quiet town, a new tenant named Claire moved into an old, seemingly ordinary apartment. It was cozy, with creaky floors and fading wallpaper, but nothing particularly strange. However, there was one thing that puzzled her: a door at the end of a narrow hallway. It was locked, and no matter how much Claire asked the landlord, she was told to ignore it, that it had been sealed for a reason. For weeks, Claire complied, but her curiosity gnawed at her. She noticed strange sounds late at night, scratching, muffled whispers, and the faint thud of something heavy being moved. Eventually, one evening, the sounds grew too unbearable. Unable to resist any longer, Claire found a hidden key under the floorboard in her closet. With trembling hands, she unlocked the door. Inside, there was only darkness. The air was thick, cold, and musty, like the room hadn't been touched in years. As Claire stepped in, her flashlight illuminated strange, faded symbols etched on the walls, swirling and curling as if they were alive. There was an old wooden chair in the center, and on it, a small, weathered box. Her heart raced as she approached the box, its lid half open. Inside was a small, black book with pages that seemed to shimmer faintly in the dark. Claire felt a strange compulsion to touch it. The moment her fingers brushed the cover, the whispers she had heard earlier grew louder, closer. Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind her. Panicking, Claire turned, but it was no use. The room was alive. The walls shifted, closing in on her. The symbols on the walls began to glow, and the whispers turned into voices, thousands of them, all speaking her name. The box slammed shut by itself, and the book opened, revealing pages filled with names. Her name was written at the very bottom. Claire's vision blurred, and a cold, unbearable sensation spread through her body. The whispers stopped, replaced by a low growl. In a split second, Claire realized she had made a terrible mistake. She hadn't found an ordinary room, she had opened the door to a place where lost souls were bound. Her name was the final one written in the book. Suddenly, everything went dark. The next day, Claire's neighbors noticed the apartment was eerily silent. No one had seen her since that night, and when the landlord opened the forgotten door, the room was empty. Only the book remained, open to the last page, where Claire's name was slowly fading away, as though she had never existed at all. And the whispers, they lingered, just barely audible, but now, they whispered another name.